This week on Alive with Adventure Aaron, Fiji. I'm going to show you how to travel hack paradise, and I'm going to cross off a few more items on my travel bucket list. Join me as I take it up a notch, getting certified to go diving, and this time I'm swimming with the sharks outside the cage. That's me, Aaron Carrata, and after my recent brush with cancer, I now live every day to the fullest. Each week I cross off a few items on my travel bucket list and use the subcultures of travel hackers to save time and money. It's unconventional travel which leads to unforgettable memories and allows me to appreciate being alive. After swimming with the sharks in Africa, I recently added a few items to my travel bucket list. This time, I'm going to attempt to get certified to dive and swim with the sharks outside the cage. One of the most beautiful places to do this happens to be Fiji. Although it's going to put travel hacking to the test, it's also going to allow me to knock off a couple of other items on my travel bucket list. Drinking a special substance called kava and allowing me to earn my keep with a local tribe by catching and killing a chicken. Bula, as they say in Fiji, which means hi, hello, how are ya? When you arrive in Fiji, one of the first things you want to do is arrange your transportation. There's many ways to see this small island. Often people go off the island to the Osawa Islands. But for me, I need to knock off a few items on my list, and the best way to do that is to jump on the Fiji Experience bus. It's going to be the best way to travel hack my time in Fiji. The Fiji Experience bus circles the entire island of Fiji and allows you to jump on and off the bus at any time. My first stop is going to be at Voli Voli Beach Resort. Here, I'm meeting up with Nick and Steve Darling to get certified as an open water diver with RA Divers. One of the great things about Fiji is that it's home to the soft coral reef. Considered to be the world's greatest, it's located just off Voli Voli. In an effort to save time and money, you can experience 5-star amenities, get certified, and determine your budget based on your accommodation. There's dorm rooms and there's suites, and they all share the 5-star amenities. Now that's traveling on a budget.
Okay, then we're going to go through our ascents. We're going to have a little bit of a play around, just do some things underwater. Jump up, disassemble our gear, put it back together.
Air, pressure, I think.
The process of getting certified can take an average of 3 days with the PADI course. And although I'm a little reluctant to study and take tests on vacation, it's a heck of a way to feel alive by breathing underwater.
Tastes a little bit different, huh?
I had a tough one with that. Yeah, it's certainly not something that you can come on a vacation and think you can master. You really got to pay attention. I had a really hard time going down. It's actually something that when you're breathing, it caught me off guard. Everyone else was getting it, but I struggled with it, so hopefully tomorrow will be a better day.
Although I passed day 1, day 2 is going to present a challenge. I have an anxiety towards being on the ocean floor as I've never been. Similar to the elements of cancer, it's the unknown and uncontrollable things in life that present fear. The only way I overcame the fear of cancer was to come face to face with it and accept its terms. Being underwater in the ocean presents an unknown element which leads to fear that can cause stress, allowing me to fail these tests. One of the tests I was doing was to take off the mask and swim approximately 10 feet without the mask on. The problem I had is that I naturally breathe through my nose. I took it off and took in air and came screaming to the top. Standing on the ocean floor for the first time is one thing. The idea of breathing underwater 20 feet down is another. By the time I reached the surface, I went into a sensory overload and somewhat of a shock.
Do you think this is one of the harder
Definitely the hardest one I've ever
challenged?
done. Definitely the hardest one I've ever done. Bridge was nothing in Africa. Swimming with the Great Whites, New Zealand, all those adrenaline things. Even jumping out of a plane, this is completely a whole nother level. It's like, yeah, I feel like one of those people who don't want to do it, but it's like, there's no option. You just got to do it. And then Fiji.
You know, today it was one of those fears that it was just the initial fear, but it's playing with my head tomorrow. I mean, I'm thinking about
the deeper we go and the sharks coming up, that it makes me wonder why I'm even facing fears to begin with. I really lived it to the fullest today. Day 3 is not going to be any easier, and I really have to dig down. We're doing a dive twice the depth of day 2. Day 3's test is really all about being comfortable diving at this increase in depth. It's clear that day 3 is supposed to be the reward, and finally, I'm beginning to enjoy it. Although I hesitated, I couldn't be happier. I overcame the fear and discovered another world to explore. Only one problem. Now that I've gotten certified, I've got another item on my list. Next up, I'm swimming with the sharks outside the cage. After getting certified to dive, we're back on the Fiji Experience bus. Now we're headed down towards Suva, the capital of Fiji. This is where I'm going to jump off and stay with the local tribe. Fiji is home to various local modern-day tribes, and it's one of the few places in the world you can actually go and visit their village. Going off the beaten path, again, comes with a couple of rules. First, you have to bring a special plant root called kava. In an effort to feel alive, I'm all about trying new things, and kava happens to be one of them. And I have Casey from Fiji's Finest Tours to help me out. Where are we?
We're in Nani Town, which is the 3rd largest city or town. It's about 850,000 people, and we're going to head into the municipal markets and get some fruits and veg and kava.
Are you even get to taste the kava?
Yes.
Kava, here we come.
Of the kava pepper plant. So they pound that down and they put it and sell it in powdered. They take those big roots and they pound it and they put it in the silk bag.
Some water.
And mix it with water.
Some water, some water. It's very strong.
It's an narcotic, so it makes you a bit, it should make your lips a bit numb, but you have to drink a lot more of it.
The second rule with the local tribes is being dressed for the party. The Zulu is a modern-day skirt, and it's a must-have to everyone, including the men.
$13.
At least some discount.
$13.
14 is the best.
Oh, that's a $1 discount. Come on. $12.
14.
$12. Take it for $12.
That's the best. 14.
Okay, $12. Set. Okay, $12. Set?
14, man.
$13.
Thank you.
It's the principle of the matter.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much,
Have a nice
gentlemen.
day.
You too.
How much was it?
Yeah, you. See? Gotta be careful. Be careful who you rip off.
Not only were we haggling over a difference of $2 US, when we got our change, we were shy $10. It's exactly what you told me was going to happen.
Trying to rip you out. No, they just think that you're just a tourist and you'll be like, oh yeah, no problem, no worries.
Count your money. That's travel hacking 101 in Fiji.
The reason I wanted to stay with the tribe was that I really wanted to appreciate the basics in life, the things that we take for granted. Something as simple as opening a coconut tastes so much sweeter when you do it yourself on a deserted island. Visiting with the local tribes puts perspective on family and culture. Regardless of the language barrier, the rituals are the same. Kava, similar to the dinner table, brings everyone together, and even in Fiji, it reinforces the importance of others and family. Now, how's that for appreciating being alive? My reasons for trying kava are simple. If you ever have a chance to visit the South Pacific, you'll come in contact with kava. Kava is an essential and integral part of the life of the Pacific Islands, often thought as one of the most precious gifts from the earth. Not only is it a pleasant drink, it's a safe alternative to alcohol, but kava has been prescribed as an effective folk remedy for anxiety and back pain. Either way, when you're with the local tribe, it's largely employed as a celebratory drink. Similar to buying drinks at a local pub, this is one heck of a way to meet new people in Fiji. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Up next, we're putting my final Fiji item to the test as I tackle the final step of my process to swim with the sharks outside the cage.